Today was a bit of a struggle, I would say. Yesterday I did a lot. I was preparing my journals for the next season or for next year. But what I noticed, and I think something that opened up in me was how I'm not moving on to a new chapter, but rather onto a new book. And that can be daunting because I feel like it's completely different. Like the story, the plot is completely different from how it was in the past. And, you know, I'm actually just lost for words. Started off a new journal. She looks like this. But I tell you guys, like, it's such a surreal feeling to land successfully and to start something new again. You know, my abalokitsubar is out, but that's my journal that I'm currently using for. She's new. I just started using her yesterday. I'm not so certain if I'm going to keep up with her, but this is something that I'm implementing for my work. So I have B5 notebooks and I'm waiting for like the leather cover to come. But it's basically either a Paper Republic or a Traveler's Notebook idea where it's just like a bifold or a trifold like the Louise Carmen notebooks that we're seeing all over TikTok. But I was thinking about how do I utilize my journal system. I really liked how I did it in the past with my moleskin, but I found that it was a bit too chaotic because everything was just mixing in together. If I wanted to make my stories, it would be in that red notebook. If I wanted to kind of plan for a YouTube video, it would be in that book. Like anything in regards to work was all in that book. And I had a hard time finding the ideas that I was writing down for Senseware. And because I would fill it up fast, I was kind of like, maybe it would be better if I opted for something larger. So I went with a B5, and there's going to be, each book would be kind of, I feel like this is going to be a bit more longer in the run, because I feel like Senseware's phase is not a yearly thing, new start of the year. It's more like when I feel like it's finished. And so after my October show, I was kind of like, oh, okay. I felt it, I felt it close, I felt the completion, and I wanted to be a bit more organized in my structure. So here I have like the content side of my creation. So here, this is just basically everything and anything like social media, YouTube. This is where I'll plan. These two, the thing is, I'm not so sure if I want to incorporate my personal diary. It would be good because at least they're all together. So I was possibly thinking that maybe I could incorporate like an emotions journal. So like basically what Senseware was all about. This is the first, guys, this is the first like packaging sticker I made back in 2022. There's only like a couple of them left, maybe like 4 or 5, and this is wild to see me kind of just using it like for something like this. These were part of the box packaging, so like when I would give out the room diffuser, the reed diffuser series I made, which is basically a space between two worlds. This was like on the box. I remember it was like COVID era, so yeah, like it's wild how sets are just evolved. But yeah, I keep her along with me. And actually, these are from the Provincial fragrance bottle. I'll show you, I still have one of them with me. This is from the original launch back in 2022. This was my first item that I ever created. And I mixed it myself. I printed this out. I sticked... It's wild to see how I... like this is the start of Senseware. And now we're like in cafes or in a museum in Singapore. It's flipping for real, but this was the original fragrance. This was fragrance number 3. I don't know if, I think this was Vigan. It had sage, lavender, oak moss, and amber. That was the fragrant note. And I really loved how I did the packaging. Basically here is, I was really obsessed with like Leslie Cheung. And so I made like a, basically like a homage to him. But yeah, that was so special. So I always keep my first product at least in some form of my journals, or you know, I still keep them around with me just to also just look back. So now that I'm starting off a new journal for Senswear, it's wild. This is the first time I'm starting a new chapter thinking that, a new book thinking that I don't need to reach for anything. Like I'm just really, I'm happy with just actually just staying around. So yeah, I think it's special, guys. This one here, I'm not so sure if how I'm going to be working with her. She's still kind of lost in, she hasn't really sold herself to me, if that, you know, she's still kind of like 50-50, but I do love it. It's a gorgeous size, but yeah, she's not as together with me as this. Like this has always, I don't think I'm ever going to change this. I like the look of it. I bought the 2026 version already, so this is what she looks like. She's new. I'm not gonna start on anything with it yet. Like I'm not gonna put stickers. Maybe later, but not right now. I feel like I want to get down pat my Senswear journal, and I still have a lot. We still have like 2 more months left for the year, and I want to kind of just solely focus on my current Hobonichi because she's seen a lot. I've seen a lot. So I'm going to be opening up some packages. I got the 2026 Hobonichi planner. So that's what she looks like. 2026 January start. I'm not like graceful at all. Like I'm gonna just rip it open because it's gonna end up in the trash. Anyway, this is like the 6th year that I am on my Hobonichi. She is always with me. I'm excited. This is just a Muji B5. Yeah, this is the B5 size. It's huge. I didn't comprehend how big it is. I got a kind of like similar to a Louis Carmen trifold leather journal cover, and yeah, like shucks, she is actually gonna be really big, but I'm excited. Yeah, it's huge. Ooh, set of 5, B5. That's how big it is. Okay, I think she's the same size as mine. Not even, she's even bigger. Oh my god, she's big. Okay, I'm excited.
Sin size yun. Eksakto nga yun eh. 30 cm na lang ang dadagdag dun. Kasi 150 ang